Hello, and welcome to Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you are not getting the results you are looking for from your digital marketing efforts, this is the podcast for you. And now, here's the host of our show, the local business guy himself, Frank Deming.
Hello, everyone. This is Frank Deming, the local business guy. Welcome to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Everyone is having a great week. I am super excited. I am super duper excited because, I actually get to take a vacation this Friday. I don't do that a lot, you know what I mean? But I'm actually stoked about this one. Don't know why, but I am, and I'm looking forward to it. But don't worry about it, guys. I still gonna have some kick butt content for you guys next week. Not to worry. I already saw the worrying happening as I was announcing that I was going on vacation. I could feel it coming through the airwaves. Anyway, guys, I've been in a silly mood, as you can tell. But today I'm going to talk to you about 8 methods to get the most from your digital marketing budget. Budget's a very important thing, guys. That's one of the things that sometimes deters you as my customer from hiring people like me, because you're afraid of digital marketing. You're afraid of what the outcome is. But if you can get the most out of your digital marketing budget, you will no longer be afraid. So that's why I want to talk to you about the 8 methods to get the most from your digital marketing budget. If you're working with a digital marketing agency right now, you're going to want to forward them this episode and say, hey, are we doing these things? Because the local business guy is saying it. Anyway, as we move forward, folks, don't forget that if you want to be a guest on my show, if you are a digital marketer yourself, or you're thinking about doing some digital marketing, or you've heard about something and you want to share it with someone about digital marketing, give us a call at 888-416-7752 or send us an email at info@lbmsllc.com, and we will be sure to put you on the schedule. Just a little process that you got to follow. Once you follow that process, we'll put you on the schedule. If there is a topic that you want us to cover, is this something that you have been struggling with? Let's say you've been doing Facebook ads, Google ads, anything. Let's say you say, oh my God, Google ads are so expensive. Could be something that you're doing wrong. Or it simply could be that your digital marketing presence is terrible. Okay? And you want to know how to fix it. Let's say anything like that. Just give us a call. 888-416-7752 or send us an email at info@lbmsllc.com, and we will be sure to cover that topic on the interwebs. Speaking of digital presence, folks, I want all of you guys, stop what you're doing. Stop the presses. Stop right now. Unless you're driving. Keep driving if you're driving. But I want you to pay attention to this and remember this. Take a mental note of this. And when you get to your destination, and if you're already in your destination, I want you to head over to my website, lbmsllc.com. On the home page is going to be a banner screen with a button that says your personalized online presence. I want you guys to take advantage of a free tool we have for you so you know what your digital presence looks like. You know why? Because if we're talking about digital marketing budgets and we're talking about the 8 methods to get the most from it, it won't matter if your presence is terrible. Okay? So I want you to go right now. It's a free thing. You're going to get it within 24 hours. We personalize it and it's for your business. That way you know what's going on, what you look like out there on the interwebs. That's an important thing. So you want to take advantage of this right now. Head on over to it right now, lbmsllc.com. Click on the button that says your online presence and follow the prompts from there. All right, guys, let's talk about the 8 methods to get the most from your digital marketing budget. See, the thing about businesses today is that we don't understand certain things about digital marketing. So let's change that today. I want to change that today, okay? The number one thing you want to do is you want to research the market. Before you even start thinking about your marketing budget, take some time to research the market, please. You got to try to figure out approximately what your competitors are spending to give you a baseline estimate, okay? And there's plethora of tools out there that help you do that. So that, you can also research how much you will need to budget for various strategies like PPC, as I mentioned before, to see the results that you want. Okay. So all of this research the market is very, very important. That is number one, bar none. Bar none, that's number one. See, this thing, what I just talked about right now, should help you create an early estimate for your budget and how to allocate it. Okay. As you go through the other methods that are on the list that I'm going to show you as we go through it, you can adjust that as estimate. So speaking of the other methods, let's take the time to create a marketing strategy, please, which is method number 2. Let's take the time to do that. If you want to make the most of your marketing budget, you should have a strategy to apply, period. The thing is, without a plan, your marketing spending will likely be random and very, very, very wasteful. Okay? That's very, very important right now. And you don't want your marketing spending to be random and wasteful. You don't want to. By contrast, if you have a specific goal in mind with your marketing campaign, you will know how to focus your budget on reaching the set goals. See, this lets you allocate your marketing budget based on how you prioritize your goals and campaigns. Very, very important. Strategy is number 2. Very, very important. Number 3 is you want to prioritize your marketing goals. So one reason why a marketing strategy is so important for making the most of your marketing budget is that it helps you prioritize. The prioritization is crucial as it ensures that you allocate enough of the budget for your most important goals. I mean, this is not rocket science, folks. So these things I'm giving you, I know they're very, very generic. But they're very important because a lot of people are missing the mark when it comes to this. And this is what makes you afraid of digital marketing. Okay. That's number 4. Yes. Number 4, you want to be aware of hitting and potential changing costs. I'm going to spend a little time on this one because this is something that actually hit me up a little bit. See, as you create your budget for marketing, you want to set some aside for hitting an unexpected cost. You really, really do. This is the natural part of digital marketing, guys. This is something that you can never be sure exactly how much you will spend on, say, Facebook ads, or how much time your team will have to put into certain marketing tasks. So let's say you give you have a team that you pay per hour or something, right? And you give them a task to figure some new tactic out. You don't know how much it's going to take. So you got to set aside some time. And this is where a lot of people fail. And this is why a lot of people say, oh, this is expensive. See, once you allocate a bit of the budget for these like unforeseen expenses, you will prevent yourself from going over budget and having to take away some of the funds from your important goals. And that's where a lot of you guys in the small business space fail, because budgets are tight, and then you don't have a plan. You don't know what you're doing. You allocate too little to it. You don't see the unforeseen expenses, and then bam, you're done. Very, very important that you don't do that. Next one is you want to balance out time and money. You want to balance out time and money. Here's the thing. When it comes to marketing, small businesses like you and I, we have to decide what we want to do what we want to do ourselves, okay? Whether it's in-house or what we want to outsource to, say, a marketing agency like us, okay? We have to do that. And I say we here because I'm a small business, guys. I'm with you guys. I'm here in the trenches with you, okay? So taking the time to do it in-house will save money but cost you time. Okay? So by contrast, you will save time by hiring a marketing agency like us, because we already know what we're doing. See, when you're balancing the two options, you don't want to forget to account for the fact that a marketing agency will likely deliver better results than you can get yourself. And they're going to do it a lot more efficiently. I'm not saying this because I'm in the marketing agency. I'm saying this because it's true. I'm saying it because a lot of times people are afraid of hiring agencies. I mean, obviously you got to hire the right agency, but people are afraid of hiring agencies because they think they're taking their money, they're going to waste their time or whatever, they're going to take their money and run away. That's not the way it works. The way it works is we know what we're doing. So we can advise you, and before you know it, you'll be getting leads and growing your business. That's what we're supposed to do. So the next thing is you want to target the right audience. Nothing kills a budget more than the wrong audience. I can tell you that right now. So targeting your audience right is definitely going to increase the effectiveness, of your money in a marketing budget. See, if you try to reach a wide audience with your marketing strategy, you will find yourself spending a great deal of money. I'm talking an abundant amount of money. Even worse, you will have probably most likely, I would say 90% of the time, you will have a low ROI because not everyone you reach will be likely to convert into a customer. So instead, you want to take the time to figure out your target audience and then direct your advertising efforts to that. So think of it as focusing your digital marketing expenses on the people who are most likely to buy from you. That's it. It's as simple as that. I'm simplifying it for you. Now, let me go back with this a little bit. So this is the key on mostly any digital marketing effort. Right here is the key. I mean, the number one thing obviously is very, very, very key, at number one, research the market. Okay. However, while you're researching the market, another key thing is effective targeting. Because you don't, like, for instance, let's say when you research the market, you've noticed that women between the ages of 35 and 55 is your sweet spot of people who will take on your service, Then, let's say you own a gym or whatever, and that's the age that women want to start exercising mostly. Let's just say that, And, okay, so you got them. But Is it every woman between the age of 35 and 55? No, it's time to dig a little deeper. Dig deeper about what that audience is. Or what else is it about that audience? Is it women between the age of 35 and 55 with children? Is it women between the age of 35 and 55 without children? Is it women between the age of 35 and 55 who are married or who are single? These are all things that you have to know about your target audience. This is what I mean by the target audience. You got to target the right audience, because just women between 35 and 55 is not enough. Is my point there. And so anyway, let me get back to the program at hand here. The next thing I want to talk to you about is recycle creatives when possible. See, creating creatives is a costly part of your marketing campaign. Very, very, very costly. So you got to find ways to reuse them somehow. So, for example, you can say you can make some small changes to a blog and post it on another website as a guest post, let's say. Okay, or you could tweak a post on one social media page and use it on another page. So those are just some examples. So you want to tweak wherever possible and reuse, okay? Now, last and definitely not least, you always elevate and re-elevate. Here's what I mean. See, throughout all of your digital marketing efforts, you want to make sure to pay attention to data, such as Google Analytics, my best friend. I love that tool. It's a free tool. It gives you an enormous amount of data. Very useful data, by the way. Gotta know how to read it a little bit. Sometimes it gets confusing, but very useful data. See, your biggest goal when examining the data is you want to confirm that your marketing efforts are actually working. So specifically, you want to find out which marketing campaigns or tactics have the best results and which have the worst results. So you can then use the information that you have to reallocate your marketing budget. So you want to reduce the budget for the campaigns performing poorly, let's say, and consider completely eliminating them. You can, and we can talk about that. You don't want to be so drastic all the time, but again, put that as a sidebar. Maybe I could put that in another episode, but let's just, for now, you can, definitely reduce the budget for the campaigns that are performing poorly. Definitely you want to do that until you can figure something out, right? But at the same time, if you see a marketing campaign delivering, say, amazing results, you want to reallocate more of the budget to go to that campaign. See, this is going to help you ensure that that you're using the budget in the ways that it's mostly delivering the results. That's the most important thing of my point there. And that's key. This last point is key, folks, because I see a lot of times, and I want to go back a little bit about completely eliminating them. So I'll give you an example. I had a client of mine who wanted to run both Facebook and Google ads. And off the bat, the Google ads took off like gangbusters. Facebook ads, not so much. And I remember the first 2 months, he was like, I think I'm going to nix the whole Facebook ads. I think it's eating up too much of my budget, yada, yada, yada. I don't want to do it. I told him, hey, look, it's a little early to do that. Let's wait, okay? Because, I just know how Facebook works. Sometimes the algorithm takes a little time. You have to make some tweaks here and there. But we figured something out. I said, what we'll do is, we'll reduce your budget, but I don't want to eliminate it. I want to change a few things, the images, this and that and all that. So, long story short, by the 6th month, it was at par to what Google was doing at a cheaper cost. So now he had a decision to make. He doesn't want to get rid of Google, obviously, because he's still producing good results. But Google traffic is typically a little bit more expensive than Facebook traffic. So he was in a dilemma. Here's the deal. He kept both, which was a smart move. Why? Because it's another factor here that again, this is, I don't want to get off topic here, but the behavior between the Google leads and the Facebook leads was different, et cetera, et cetera. So that whole conversation was a little bit, but my point of you telling me that, telling you that story is the fact that you gotta evaluate and reevaluate before you make any drastic decisions. So those are the 8, folks. I'm gonna go through the 8 one more time because it's very important. So 8 methods to get the most from your digital marketing budget. Number 1, you want to research the market. Very, very important. Without that, you might as well not do anything. And the number 2 thing is you want to take the time to create a marketing strategy. Take that time. And it doesn't even mean, people say, well, Frank, I have a strategy already. No, reevaluate the strategy. Go over the strategy over and over again, especially if you got allocated funds. We're both small business owners. We have limited funds to do this, so let's spend it wisely. Number 3, you want to prioritize marketing goals. Number 4, you want to be aware of hidden and potential changing costs. Very important. 5, you want to balance out. You want to balance out time and money. That's 4. 5, you want target the right audience. 6, you want to recycle creators when possible. That's 7. And 8, you always evaluate and reevaluate. I hope this really helps, guys. And if you know of anyone that can actually benefit from this episode or any other episode that we have produced over the last 2 years, please forward that over to them. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, to your favorite listening platform. I happen to love the Google Podcast platform, so I subscribe to that. If that's your favorite one, subscribe to that. If it's Stitcher, it doesn't matter what platform you enjoy. Go to your favorite platform. Subscribe, so that way when any time I put out a new episode, you are notified. So with that, folks, I am going to leave you with that information until next week. I will actually be on vacation next week when I deliver this wonderful news for you, but I'll probably be in a very crazy mood next week, so I'm just giving you a forewarning. But anyway, guys, until next week, this has been Frank Deming, the local business guy. Take care, folks, and bye for now. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. Don't forget, any links that were mentioned during the broadcast will be available to you in the show notes, so be sure to grab them while you have the chance. Incidentally, if you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss on the show, be sure to send an email to the email provided in the show notes, or click the Contact Us link and let us know what topic you would like us to help you with, and we'll be sure to add it to our schedule. If you would like for Frank and his team to look at your digital marketing presence and give you a free evaluation, simply click the Request a Free Consultation link in the show notes to get a hold of them. That being said, until our next episode, make it a successful digital marketing day. Peace out.